you ever heard the phrase that you should be working on your business and not in your business? As a solopreneur, we wear so many hats, and each hat has many different responsibilities that have to get done by someone. And when we first got into business, all those responsibilities needed to be taken care of by one person, and that person was us. But really, in your business, those hats should be divided up into two different categories. The first hat, this is my boss hat, and I'm the person who makes sure the bills get paid, comes up with the ideas for the marketing plans, and in my case, probably does all the photographing. But then there are things that need to be done by someone else, right? And that's the technician. And they should be doing the editing, the bookkeeping, the social media, cleaning the studio. You could say they could photograph as well, but that's all under this person's hat. When you're dividing these up, you have the entrepreneur, the boss, and the technician. And the idea is that you need to spend the majority of your time doing the things that grow your business. So, the boss comes up with sets for your Christmas minis, does the marketing, oversees the finances, employment needs of the studio. Then you have the technician, and the technician basically does everything else. You can learn more about it in the book called Rocket Fuel by Mark C. Winters. In fact, if you're in a situation where you're growing your business, hiring employees, and all those things of that nature, I highly recommend his series of books. It's Mark's philosophy that somebody has to be the idea man, or the idea lady in our case, and someone has to have the skills to technically make those ideas happen. So when you look at your business, if you take all the rules and all the tasks that need to be done by someone, divide those tasks into boss tasks or technician tasks. Everything that you list as a technician task is something that you should outsource to someone else. And that list should actually be very, very long. You are the visionary, you are the solopreneur, the entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, the boss lady, the boss man. You should be spending your time working on the business and coming up with ideas to make it grow. That also includes like relationships with vendors, relationships with people who serve the same market as you, networking, and all of those types of things, of all the people who should get to know you. When you look at your business and you see these tasks in different categories, you realize how important it is to outsource some of these tasks, because it's completely unrealistic for one person to do everything and do everything well. It just simply cannot happen that way. We each have our strengths and we should play to those strengths. You also might hear it say we should each operate in our zone of genius. And all that means is that we should be spending the majority of our time doing what we do best. And if you have started a creative business, then I'm going to guess you are probably more of a visionary versus a technician. One of the best things that happened to me was when I finally embraced the idea that there were certain things in my business that I should not be doing and I am not good at. I am not a good details person. I'm not good at the nitty-gritty. And I decided that instead of stop fighting that, I was going to hire someone to do certain tasks for me so I could free up my time doing the things that I do best. Once I realized that there is power in releasing responsibilities I didn't want to do, it was so freeing. I no longer had to apologize for being good at something because it was okay to admit that. And by me releasing it, I was giving the opportunity to someone else to do something that they loved. It's okay to admit that we don't want to do some things as well. And it's perfectly fine to realize that we don't have to sit and struggle with the things that don't come easily to us. Outsource what you don't do well so you can free up time to do the things that you do best and will make you most happy.